The Phoenix Suns just blew out the Denver Nuggets in Game 1 yesterday, and it's safe to say that the Phoenix Suns aren't lacking any offense, with 4 of their players scoring over 20 points. Yeah, that's a crazy stat. Before we get on to the video and discuss this game and who I think will win the series, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Heading into this playoff series, I knew that it was going to be a battle of the bigs. MVP favorite Nikola Jokic versus defensive specialist DeAndre Ayton. Last series, DeAndre Ayton played unbelievable, averaging a double-double, and obviously we all know Nikola Jokic, triple-double machine, give you 40 on any given night. I knew that this was going to be an epic battle to watch, and it was going to be determined about who could be the better scorer. And in Game 1, it was evident that the Nuggets just didn't have enough offense to combat the Suns. Now, to be fair, the beginning of this game was pretty close. Up until the third quarter, it was, a pretty back and forth game. Nobody was really getting blown out. But in the third quarter, that's really where CP3 took over. CP3 had 21 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting 8 for 14 from the field and 2 for 3 from the three-point land. Man, I can't say it enough. Chris Paul, people say he should have been in an MVP conversation, but he might not, put up the most eyeballing stats, but his stats, the things he does in the court are so intangible. His assists in the third quarter, his mid-range pull-ups in the third quarter were unbelievable. Mikal Bridges, again, he was another big part of that separation that the Suns got in the third quarter, having another amazing big game, dropping 23 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He did hit a lot of threes, shooting 4 for 8 from the three-point line, and as a whole shooting 8 for 12. Again, DeAndre Ayton, another huge game. He's been playing so well. He's blossomed this year, amazingly. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 for 13 from the field. Again, catching those alley-oops from CP3. Again, this was a pretty entertaining game, to be honest. It did get a little stale at the end because we knew the Suns were just going to win. Jay Crowder had 14 points. And then Devin Booker, he didn't really need to score as much this game. 21 points, 8 assists, shooting 1 for 4 from the three-point land. Phoenix Suns just had too much offensive power, and the Nuggets just couldn't handle it, to be honest. Off the bench, Torrey Craig, 9 points. Cameron Payne, 7 points. Dario Saric, 5. So, basically, it was a Suns offensive-minded game. For the Nuggets side, Nikola Jokic didn't, necessarily have a bad game, but I think, if the Nuggets want to win this series, especially with no Jamal Murray, their offense is going to have to step up, as Jokic had 22 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds. He did shoot 10 for 23 from the field. Again, Michael Porter Jr., we're used to him giving us 20, 30, sometimes even 40 points. Tonight, he only gave us 15 points. Shooting 3 for 8 from the three-point line. So again, we need more out of those two. Obviously, we have so many high standards, but again, these high standards for those two players are going to be needed, especially with Jamal Murray being out, because Jamal Murray would have gave you at least 30 tonight. Aaron Gordon playing unbelievable tonight, 18 points, being that Swiss Army knife. Campazzo, 14, and Austin Rivers did contribute with 7 points. Honestly, there's not much to talk about. The separation of the lead was really in the third quarter, with Mikal Bridges and CP3 lighting it up. And again, the whole team just being, aggressive, and they were controlling the pace the whole game. The Denver Nuggets, again, not too good defensively this time. And one more thing I wanted to point out was that the Nuggets only had 6 free throw attempts this game, while the Phoenix Suns had 20 free throw attempts. So again, that's another stat that's pretty important, because 20-6 is a pretty huge gap, especially free throws wise. We know that centers don't get much calls anymore, as Nikola Jokic, he doesn't, he's not known for getting to the paint and getting fouled. You really don't see that. We see Joel Embiid doing that more, getting, fouled and, trying to call those easy fouls. But yeah, next game, that's going to have to be a priority for this Nuggets team, getting to the paint, attacking, and getting fouled, because 20-6 is a pretty bad ratio. But again, pretty good game overall. The Denver Nuggets did lose 105-122, so it is a bad look. But again, you never know with this Denver Nuggets team. You never know what's going to happen next game. Nikola Jokic might drop a 40-point triple-double. So yeah, it's a very interesting series. I do believe it's gonna go back and forth, but I ultimately do have the Suns winning, as I think there's just too much offensive and defensive power, and the more well-rounded and deep team, as the Nuggets are good, but you know, Michael Porter Jr. is still a little inconsistent, and if Nikola Jokic can't produce, it's just gonna be a bad sight. But let me know in the comment section, who do you guys have winning this series? Is it the Nuggets or is it the Suns? Let me know why. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. And with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.